Today we are going to have a discussion on the format of IELTS exam for listening test. Hello friends, my name is Dr. Huma Hassan and today we are going to have a discussion on the format of IELTS exam for listening test. So this listening test is common for both academic training test and general training test. So there are 40 questions in this exam and you are going to get 4 sections. In total, you are going to get 10 minutes. 30 minutes you are going to listen to the audios and you are going to get 10 minutes to transfer your answer. In recording 1, you are going to hear the conversation between two people set in everyday social context. In this particular section, you need to have focus on dates, the names or the addresses which is often discussed in the conversation between the two people, because you will find that there is a telephonic conversation or these two people are you can say arranging a meeting or an event. So here the dates or the factual information become important. Then in recording 2, you are going to read a monologue set in everyday social context, a speech about local facilities. So here you will find one speaker who would be telling you something about a building. It can, for instance, you can see that how the guide is explaining you about the structure of any hotel or building, etc. So here again you need to focus on the map, you need to focus on the facilities which guide has told you in this audio. Then you will find a recording 3rd. In recording 3rd, it's a conversation between 2 or 3 people and it is often confusing, but then if you can focus and have proper concentration, you are going to get a lot of correct answer in this sections too, because this is a conversation often between students. So either the students are talking to each other for some college projects or they are talking to a professor. So it's just simply a discussion based on assignment between students and professors. Okay, then you find a recording 4. Here also you will find a speaker, a monologue, a speaker who is speaking on academic subjects. So it's basically a university lecture. Okay, so these are the 4 recordings. Now, what you need to focus on? What examiner is looking in IELTS exam? So, assessor will be looking for evidence of your ability to understand the main ideas and detailed factual information, the opinions and attitudes of speakers, the purpose of an utterance and evidence of your ability to follow the development of ideas. So here in the listening test, the idea is not to check your how you are writing or how your English is. It is just only checking your listening skills. That means that if you are hearing a conversation on the the recordings which they are going to play for you during exam, how much understanding you have of those recordings, how much you have understood the ideas which is being discussed on those recordings. Okay, and let's have a detailed understanding about IELTS questions. So in the task type 1, or you can get different questions. So you will find a multiple choice type question. So in multiple choice task, there is a question followed by 3 possible answers, or the beginning of a sentence followed by 3 possible ways to complete the sentence. Here you required to choose one correct answer. Alright, so this is a multiple choice question. Here you need to understand that there is wide range of skills are involved. The test is required and it is testing your ability, how much you have understanding over specific points and how you are understanding the main points of that listening text. Then you will find some matching type questions. Okay, so here in this type of question, you are going to get a numbered list of items from the listening test, a set of opinions or the question paper. Okay, and then on that basis, you need to correct and do the matching. Okay, so that is another type of question. And then also you will have a question based on map, diagram, plan, and you need to label that point. So here you are required to complete labels on a plan, map or a diagram. Okay, so the answers are usually selected from a list on the question paper. So you already going to get the items which you just have to label on that questions. Then you can have a note format type of question, flow chart, summary completion and the form. Okay, so here the test takers are required to fill the gaps or in an outline of part or all of the listening test. Okay, and then you have a sentence completion. So here you are required to read a set of sentences summarizing key information from all the listening text or from one part of it. Okay, so this is another type of question. And then you will find a short answer question. So you will find multiple type of questions here. Now, what will be your helpful tips to prepare for this exam? I would say practice with different accents. Okay, now you will see that the recordings which you will get in the exam may have speakers from different linguistic regions portraying the English dialect popular in their region. So you can listen to most of the English speaking countries and their news channels. Okay, you can listen to BBC and try to understand their accent. So this is going to be a very important tip for you. You need to focus on accents. Okay, different types of accents. So English is just not speaking in the same British or American accent. You have different accents, and I think that in IELTS, most of the accents which often come, that is based on Australian. Okay, so Australian accent is again popular. So you need to practice listening and writing answers. So you will have only 30 minutes to listen to 4 recordings. This means that you won't have much time to listen to the recordings again and again. So take a practical test to improve listening skills and find the answers at home to assess the level of difficulty. And you need to differentiate between essentials and non-essential. So you build a habit of differentiating between essential and non-essential. This means you need to listen to enough recordings and attempt answer to understand what is vital while listening to a recording and what is not. So it's just not that you can maintain your 30 minutes total focus. You need to have clarity that which are the information, which part of the recording is more important, and where you need to give lot of emphasis on listening. Okay, so this is the major, I would say, a tip. Okay, you should use lot of abbreviations and you must increase your concentration, ignore the unknown words and transfer your answers correctly, because often it happens that in hurry you often you must have got the correct answers on your sheet, but while you are transferring your answer from the sheets to OMR sheet, so you're not transferring properly. So that also you need to focus on. So this is it for a listening test, and again we are going to have video on reading and then speaking and for writing as well. Thank you.